Alright, we're back here. Just gonna have a quick look. Yes, perfect. Alright, our audio's back to normal, back to what it should be here. Apologies for the delay, for the mix-up. I'm not sure what was going on. Ended up having to play with a bunch of settings, but we're back now. We're looking at 12 laps in here. We've had a couple cautions, and some guys dropped out of the race. It looks like Dimitri Mundros is a lap down here. So we get ready to go back under green. See, the 2-car of Chase Gibbons is taking over the lead. Hyder, oh, they're crashing out back. That's Alan Hintz in the 11 in the outside wall, and caution will come back out. We'll go have a look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad the microphone's working again, though. Go back, have a look at what happened on the restart there. With a little GGR TV replay. We'll see here is the 11 of Alan Hintz, that pink Toyota back there. See these guys come through, and oh, 32 came speeding up from behind, hits the 42. Alan gets involved, and some other cars pile in there. See if we can get a look at who all was involved. Uh, 32 of Marshall involved. It would be great if guys would stop blinking in and out. Good handful of cars involved back there, though. Head back to the leader here. And Chase Gibbons, of course, keeps the lead. And we see the 9 of Connor Trafari going to hit pit road right there. Hyder choosing to stay out, as well as Collins in the 73 back there. But not someone you'd typically expect up front in Chase Gibbons. But here he is competing for it. Not sure if there's pit strategy involved or what, but looks like he's got something for these guys up front. Have a look back in 5th place. We got Quentin Haley working his way up. James Bomar getting up there as well in that 20 car. Have a look at our race info here. 37 laps to go. 3 cautions to this point, so whole lot of drama out there already. And 1 change for the lead, so Chase Gibbons must have got there on merit, it looks like. Otherwise, there'd probably be more changes for the lead. And of course, 7 caution laps, so half the race to this point run under caution. We get ready to restart once again. Chase Gibbons will control it from the inside in that 2 car. And he'll fire off, take the green flag, and we're back underway here at Indy. Gibbons with a good launch there, gets away well, and he'll lead all on his own off into turn 1. Haley up to 4th. Hyder getting shuffled on the outside there. A lot of these guys twitching on the exit of the corner. These cars very loose, trying to keep it underneath them. And oh, we got some cars down the apron there on the back. It's going to be between Hyder and Collins into turn 3 here, and Collins looks like he'll prevail on the inside. Guy's getting way up the track further back, and caution's going to come out once again. Looks like another incident further back in the field. Have to look around and see what caused this one. Just saw the smoke on the camera there. Getting into turn 3 there, and oh, Lath Hicks gets tapped there by the 51, it looked like. That was... Thomas looked like he got in too deep underneath Lath Hicks. Or no, that's Rife right there. He gets in too deep, and 5 left with nowhere to go. Piles into the side, and oh, collects one more of that 84 car. Of course, some of these guys with not the greatest internet connection either, so they're tough to catch everything that happens with them blinking in and out. But we see a bunch of cars on pit road here, lots of guys. Doesn't look like any are truly dropping out, but lots of guys getting involved with a lot of stuff here. We're going to pause for a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back with the green flag.
Heck yeah.
Game on, fellas. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's on now. Let's do this.
Are you guys sure you drive for a living?
You guys ever played a video game before?
Is that all you got?
Joey out of nowhere.
Dude, did you just put it in the wall? He's got me on the high side. Whoa, watch him low. We're gone. Dang, Joey, you're smoking today.
Just like Kyle's car.
Thank you, cover boy.
And Joey's bringing the heat.
How are you so much better than us?
Hey, Kyle, is that NASCAR Heat Evolution?
Wait, who's playing the game then?
Eat my brake dust.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com. Rated E for everyone.
We're back at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the XASCAR Brickyard 125. It's been a caution-filled race up to this point. 4 cautions so far for... It's got to be about 9 caution laps now. Chase Gibbons is your leader right here from Hyder, Haley, and Collins. And, you know, those 4, they all got pretty clean restarts last time out. Got away well. They all kind of single-filed out, save for Hyder and Collins, who had a little battle coming down into turn 3. We're going to go ahead, take the green flag once again. As Chase Gibbons, the control car, he fires off. And he looks like he got a good jump there as they file on down into the funnel that is turn number 1 here. And oh, Gibbons going to have a challenge on the outside from Collins, it looks like. Collins hanging on that door. And look out now, Hyder right on his bumper there. They're all over the place. Hyder going to push Collins, and Collins is going to take the lead away from Gibbons down the back. Hyder's going to look like he gets clear back there as well. No, he's going to get shuffled up. We're 3, maybe 4 wide there. And oh, we got another crash. That's... Oh my goodness. These cameras are not working with me tonight. But another crash. And a lot of cars involved in that one. Josh Patterson, one of them in that 02 Dynamo Designs machine. Have to go back and have a proper look at what happened there. But another caution here. As we have not even made halfway yet. Let's go back, have a look at our replay, and get a full view of what actually happened there in turn 4. This one started closer to the front, it looks like. We'll have a look from up above, but here's the 85, and part of that 3 wide there. Contact with Haley. Haley hangs onto it. That 85 lost it right in front of the field and catches the 72, and more guys get together trying to avoid it. Looks like that 15 of Moondros involved as well here. He slides in, hits the 85 of Gallagher. And of course, as mentioned, Patterson getting into it. Back that up, we see him diving to avoid it, but that 92 comes down, gets into him, and they have more contact right there. A real big crash right there, might be the biggest one of the night to this point. But cars everywhere in turn 4, bringing out what should be the 5th caution of the day. Collins with an incredible move on the outside though off of turn number 2 takes the lead away from Gibbons. A little push from Hyder as well gets him by. Those two got clear, and then further on back it was Haley and a couple other drivers involved in that 3-4 wide scenario, and Haley and Gallagher get together. Gallagher sent down the inside and lost in that patch of grass, comes back up the racetrack. We're going to step aside once again here for a quick commercial break, and we'll come back for the green flag.
A broken heart, I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I want to fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You're only turning 9,000, need another gear. Never know how. Never know how.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?
We're back here at Indianapolis. This is the XASCAR Brickyard 125. A lot of cautions, a lot of crashes so far at this point. But your leader is the 73 of Collins in that camo Chevrolet on the inside there. He's going to lead us back to the green flag. And the restart here will be pretty crucial to decide, who gets away and who can take the lead and run off with it. So we get the green flag again. Collins going to lead, and looks like he's clear of Gibbons. He is. He'll come up and block that lane. Gibbons clear himself. Hyder battling side by side with Bomar there in the black number 20. Watch back here as they get single filed out pretty well. That one car of Hunter Collier, that other black Toyota there, right behind the 20 and the, looks like the 22, that Caterpillar car. He's contending. Gio Mero working his way up too in that blue 71. Got a couple guys looking on the inside off into turn 1 there. Looks like the field is mellowed out a little bit here. So we see these guys get single filed out and spread out a little bit. Get some racing laps in. Gino Mero gonna block to the bottom on Collier there. Collier gonna follow his tire tracks off into turn 3. Two are nose to tail down the front stretch. Collier gonna look to the bottom now. That one machine looks like he'll get the spot off into turn 1. No, not quite. Looks like he had the inside but couldn't hang on to it underneath the 71 car. Now he's gonna face a challenge from the 25 of Duran. Duran gets to his inside, maybe a little contact right there. And now all the way down the apron. Who is that? And we got another caution out further back in the pack here. And that's the 11 of Alan Hintz. He's around and sitting in the middle of the track right there. A couple guys dipping and dodging to avoid him. It's been a rough night for that 11 car. He's been involved in a couple incidents now. As we see some of the guys involved in previous incidents, Josh Patterson and that 02 back there working his way back up to the field. And that is the 99 of Roldan who made it that incredible move. We'll have a quick look at the replay. Have a look at that crash as well as that big move he made to the inside off of turn 2. 3 wide. That was incredible to watch. Have a look at this one. This is Roldan right there in that 99. He sees a little bit of contact there, has a lot of momentum, and Duran tries to block, but not enough, and maybe caught the grass a little bit there, but that 99 with a great move. 3 wide, takes advantage of the momentum, and he clears both of them off in that turn 3 there. We'll have a look back here at what happened to Alan Hintz. He makes contact with the wall. Looks like he got into it with the 53 of Chris Lilly here. And tough to say there. Looks like the 11 came down a little bit. 53 might have slid up just a little bit. Corner entry. Tight quarters racing. Just unfortunate for both guys involved there. See Alan Hintz on pit road now. Getting some of that damage repaired, and all these other guys look like they're hitting pit road, going for tires, going for fuel. Could be in position to make it to the end now. And could be wrong, but it looked like Bomar won the race off pit road right there. It's James Bomar in the steel number 20. Back that up and have a look at the race off pit road. So we see right there, 24 getting away. 20 beats him off, and the 71 gets out third. And 3 wide battle back there off of pit road. And Bomar with that win off of pit road, currently scored 9th. We'll see where he's placed when we get back to the line here. Collins chose not to hit pit road with those other guys he was battling before. And Chris Downey as well moves up in that 22 car. So we get double filed up, get ready to go back to green flag racing, but a little bit of a mix-up in the order here. So we see Duran up to 3rd. Brad Sawinski gets up to 4th in that 28 car. So a bit of a shake-up in the running order here now. And those guys on fresher tires do have to slice their way through. Austin Duran in that 25 car, last week's winner, and now he's in contention here tonight. He's made some good moves, had some good battles. He was right there with Hunter Collier, door to door, wheel to wheel off at 2 before getting passed by rolled in 3 wide. But he could be a contender here. Definitely can never write off that 25 car. As the pace car rounds turn number 4 here. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Let's go for a little crank it up here.
Green flag.
Caution back out here. Right at the very end. See Gino Merrill with an incredible save. We'll have to go back and have a look at that. That was amazing to watch. But another caution coming out. So we had an incident coming off at turn number 2. We'll have a look at that as well as Gino's incredible save. See a little contact there off of 2, those guys getting together. It's tough to see who it actually was at the end of the day. Try and find, looks like this 19 car could be the culprit this time around. Nope, perhaps not. He looked slow and had damage, but oh, way further back there. Looks like he lost connection or some sort of issue there, but we lost him at the end of that. Let's have another look at Gino's incredible save as we were in Crank It Up. We saw Gino get loose, and he was in the middle of 3-4 wide possibly, and he's getting eaten alive there for a minute, but an incredible save. And, Bomar as well with a big save. Let's have a look from up top here. We'll see Bomar gets in the 84, goes down sideways, he hangs on to it, and then Gino Mero, have a look at this. Hangs onto it in front of everyone. Checks up Trafari, but an incredible save to hang on to that thing. These cars are not easy to save. And that was something for sure. Let's go right on board with Gino Mero as he makes that save. He's going to see Bomar in that 84 car get together right in front of him. And then he gets contact and almost a 45-degree angle to the racetrack. Holds on that race car, lays the hammer down, and gets back after it. We get ready to go back under green. Our leader now is still Collins, but now he's got Brad Sawinski on his outside in the 28. So Corbin Collins and Brad Sawinski are your front row, and then Hyder and Provin are row 2. Hunter Collier and Roldan row 3. So we're down inside 20 to go now.
Green flag.
Corbin Collins gets away well, and Hyder's now following through. Those two have been the two to watch all night so far. Separated by just 1/10 here. Collins will come back around, lead that lap as we're 2x2 coming off into turn 1. It's Roldan on the inside, making more good moves. Josh Patterson going to dive to the inside of the 06 there. As we look back at Chase Gibbons, he led the race at one point. Now back in the pack, he's going to have to fight his way back up. Patterson eyeing his... Oh, car in the wall right there. That was the 06, Caden Wright. Gibbons looks like he'll get by on the outside back there. And Roldan going to take another one away right there. Gets by James Bomar. That was for the 7th position. So we come working our way down the front stretch here, 2 by 2. Further up ahead, that's Sawinski. And probably wheel to wheel, and probably he's going to take P3 right there. Wiggling the tail, though. And looks like further back there, that's Patterson and Bomar are battling back and forth, and Patterson going to continue to work his way up. That spot for 8th, and Bomar didn't give him, or gave him plenty of room. Patterson came up a little bit. Patterson all out of shape coming off the corner there as well. So we fight our way down to turn 1. They're side by side, but Patterson getting a train on the outside. He's going to have to hang on that quarter panel through turn 1. He's got the better line. If he can get off it too well here, he can get ahead of Bomar. Bomar kind of holding up this little group here right now. And Bomar going to top the wall there. And Patterson should get that spot off into turn 3. And he does. He'll clear Bomar and take over that 8th spot there. And we look just a little further back. We have the 25 of Austin Duran. He's worked his way back up. They're at like 12th at the moment. And he's going to work his way to the inside. Caden Rife right there and take that spot away. He'll move up to 11th now. And we got more excitement further back here. These guys are been shuffling each other around for a little bit now. Duran getting to the inside Gibbons right there. Looks like he can take that spot away. Getting into turn 3. Dives to the bottom and he'll clear Gibbons with little trouble right there. Patterson working his way up as well. He's got a fast car. And how about this battle up here? 24 of Hyder losing the 73 quite a bit now. That's 2.3 seconds off the nose. And having to fend off some guys back here now. Working our way through 3 and 4 now, winding down the laps. A lot of these guys getting right up against that wall, coming off the corner and looking like they're sliding sideways. Headed for a trip to the infield. Is Patterson going to get aggressive here on Sawinski? Take that spot away. And does so quite well. Clean move there, gets down on the bottom and steals that one. That'll move him up to 6th place. Quentin Haley ran ahead of him. He's had a good night. He's been in the top 5 for most of it. And Hunter Collier looks like he could be trying something here. Just looking for any way to get around those 2 cars ahead of him, both the 09 and the 24. We're going to come back and it'll be 11 to go here at the line. Let's head on back to this battle between Chris Lilly and Gino Mero. These two have been back and forth quite a bit here. And we have one car hitting pit road right there. That's the 28 car. He's on pit road. Collier all over the back bumper of that 09, and oh, the 09 way loose there. Hangs onto it, but diving all the way down. And this battle for second closing together a little bit. Collins is checked out on the field for the time being. But now Quentin Haley as well as Josh Patterson have worked their way up, and now they're going to be in contention. Haley going to get the spot on the outside. Patterson looks like he'll be next to make a move. And car in the wall back there, that's Chase Gibbons. Taps it once right there, and oh, a lot of damage on the 25. Looks like Austin Duran might have a problem. So he's just giving up time. Gino Mero getting by there as well. Patterson looking for a move on the inside. And he should get it done here as they go into turn 3. He'll have the preferred line. And he'll get clear of the 09 and continue chasing. He's made quite the run here. He's up to 4th now with that move. See what Josh Patterson sees from inside the car here. Getting right up to the back bumper of that 13. And could look for a move here if he sees an opportunity. Looks like he'll go for it here. And sending it down the inside. Looks like he used up a lot of the racetrack there. Moved Quentin Haley up. He gets single fouled out again. Josh Patterson will hang around to try and look for it one more time. Our Collier having a look at Hyder here. These two have been together for a little while now. See if that one car has anything for Hyder. And oh, way loose there. Almost looked like he's trying to dive low, but loose at the same time. He won't have anything, but Josh Patterson on the other hand, way loose right there. Down the backstretch they come, and Collier shows the nose again, but I don't believe he's getting in there. No, he's not. And oh, Collins had to hit pit road. Must have been a bit of a fuel strategy kind of thing, because he hits pit road. And caution's out now.
Fellas, we have got a very, very difficult official this week, so make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
Caution is out. I'll have to have a look and see what brought it out there. But we'll stack the field up one more time. And it should be inside 3 to go as we get back going. We'll do a quick replay here and see if we can't figure out what caused it. Looks like Moondros right there, right as we were looking at Collins. He goes around. See if we can't get a proper look at it here. So we see that 15 gets in the corner. And hard impact with that inside wall. Lost it in a bit of a weird way right there. See if we can get a better look at it. There's a weird way to spin out. We'll look from up above here. He kind of comes down the track, then back up and drives down. Just not really hanging on to it. And then drives it to the worst possible place, hitting that inside wall hard. And that will likely knock him out of the race entirely. Go back up to Hyder now, and these guys look like they're going to hit pit road for tires now. Probably their last set, so pit road going to be a popular place. And this might have worked out perfectly. Oh, we got a crash on pit road. Crash on pit road right there. Further back, see if we can't get a good look at it, but more shenanigans as this race continues to wind down. Back it up, we see it starts further up than Gino actually. So we see the one of Collier right there, that black Toyota. Josh Patterson behind him, and bit of a checkup here. It looks like Patterson getting into his box. He looks okay, and oh, there it is. 22 gets in the 99, and Bomar caught up in it as well. And with that, Gibbon swerves to avoid. Gino Merrill didn't see it, gets into him. Duran involved as well, made some contact. But a tough break for Gino Merrill. And taking over the lead now will be Kaloa Hankins. Looks like he's going to play a little game here. Hyder, I believe, was the first one on pit. Yeah, he would have been the first one on pit road. And now it looks like he'll be third when we come back to, or fourth, sorry, when we come back to take the green flag. So 3 guys on older tires for sure. We're looking at 17 lap old tires for Kaloa Hankins, 7 lap old tires for Brad Sawinski. And what appear Quentin Haley actually did hit pit road recently, so must have been the first car off pit road, because he's shown on fresh tires here. So it'll be Quentin Haley and Hyder with the fresh tires. Hunter Collier up there as well in 5th. Josh Patterson 6th. Parchafari 7th. James Bomar in 8th. And then some of the guys involved in that pit road incident are further back there. So we get double filed up. It's going to be a 2-0 restart here. And all to play for, but I would not be surprised if this was not the last caution we get tonight. So we get ready to go back to the green flag here. It'll be Kaloa Hankins and Brad Sawinski on the front. Green flag back out. And those top 2 are on older tires, 7 laps for the 28, and 18 laps now for the 72. That 28 car getting shuffled to the outside. Quentin Haley, oh, way loose there, comes down to Hyder.
Caution.
And caution back out. Koloa Hankins will hang on to the lead. And we'll find what brought out the caution further back in the field here. But that'll take us into XASCAR overtime. So we go have a quick look at the replay and see what brought out that caution. So here it is, further back in the pack. Alan Hintz gets caught up in another incident here tonight. It's tough to see around the building here. We'll get another camera angle. But we see that 11 car holding his own on the outside, and it looks like just coming up the track there, Collins involved as well. So those two get caught up. So that the 19 car gets involved with them as well. Gets all three of those guys as well as the 22. So a tough break for those guys, and they bring out another caution here tonight. And looks like we're speeding up to catch the pace car right now. Yep. So Koloa Hankins maintains his lead. He'll have to fight them all off on another restart. And question comes up as well, what about fuel? He's been out there for 20 laps now, so not totally sure about what the fuel situation, what the fuel situation might be like. But he could be in a little bit of trouble here. He went out this long and, throwing a bit of a Hail Mary. He's got a shot to win if he can hold him off, but it's tough to say what will happen. Hyder's been good all night, and he's on that outside. If he can get a good enough jump, he'd be right up there, as well as Quentin Haley if he can get a jump. And even as far back as Josh Patterson and Hunter Collier, that third row. If those guys can get rolling, they could make some passes and shuffle their way through. This one, however, looks like just one of those races where it's going to come down to that final turn, that final lap, for who's going to get it done. As the lights are out on the pace car, it's going to make that sharp, or rather gentle left-hand turn here at Indianapolis. We're going to get ready to go back to racing. In XASCAR overtime, Koloa Hankins, the control car in that 72. And he gets away well, very well. Haley and Patterson going to follow through as well. Just gotta wonder how much grip those tires will have as we get going. Hyder going to come down actually in front of Haley and shut that down. And they're closing on that back bumper. If they can work together here a little bit, maybe they'd get by. And car's in the wall back there, and we got a big crash. Bomar involved. Oh my goodness, many cars involved. Caution will come out again. And a big crash with a number of cars involved. James Bomar caught up. Chase Gibbons caught up. Still more cars sliding back here. Not sure what's going on with Chase Gibbons, but he gets caught up once again. Let's pull up the replay here and have another look at that. But you can safely call that the big one. Number of cars involved as contact coming off the corner. Gets everyone stacked up and causes that crash right there. Try and get a good look at it. This one might have been caused by the 28 being on older. Oh, perhaps not actually. Let's have a look here. So we see the one of Hunter Collier gets up the track in the 28. And from there, the crash is on. 28, the 20 gets sent down the inside there. He makes contact with the inside wall. Just a big crash here late in the going as we try to get going with overtime. But as you can see, that whole track ended up blocked by the end of it. Let's have a look at Chase Gibbons from up above here. So they start crashing in front of him. More crashes as Chris Lilly gets into it. Chase Gibbons plows into the 32. And he gets hit by 92, I believe. And this is where Chase Gibbons gets caught up in it once again. Pulls back on the racetrack and looks like he blinked out, but maybe just hit the throttle a little too hard getting back going. Bit of a weird one right there. However, through all of that, Khalil Hankins still your leader as we're doubled up once again. And looking very similar to what we had before as far as the lineup goes, except for Josh Patterson. He's going to move up to that second row on the outside. And that white and orange car could have a shot here as well. He's been fast all night. He got the job done on Monday night, the trucks, Eldora. And now here on the big track, Indianapolis. Could be in position to steal one away. But can't be too certain about what's going to happen here. We got a lot of contenders all the way through the top 10, you'd say. And, brushing the wall under caution too, I guess. Khalil Hankins, the control car once again.
Green.
And he gets away well. The 13 gets away well behind him as well. Hunter Collier up front. And that 13 going to challenge on the inside against Hyder in the 24. Quinn Haley in the 13. Going to use Hyder up off the corner there. Run them both up the track, but that's not going to help their case for catching Hankins up front. They're going to be 2x2. And we got a spin out back. Will it bring out a caution? So they go 2x2. Looks like we will stay green here. Come back to take the white flag. Quinn Haley in that 13. Looks like he could get the best of the 24. Not quite though. They're still side by side and they're both gaining. It's going to be the white flag here as Hankins still hanging on tight. And they're 2x2. Can any one of these guys further back prevail as Hankins gets up the track? He gets tight there. That's going to open the door. He's going to get pushed and he's going to go around. Hankins inside wall hard, but the battle is still on. It stays green, of course. And Quinn Haley now with quite the lead. More crashing happening out back. That's Chase Gibbons in the wall again. And Hunter Collier gets up to second. Hyder gonna throw it in there. Sends him up the track. They're both up the track. We're 4 wide, 3 wide there. Haley coming off of turn number 4 though. And how about that finish? Somehow gets through all of it and he's gonna get the job done. Quinn Haley is going to win the Brickyard 125. And an unfortunate end for Khalil Hankins as he meets the inside wall. He sent it and gave everything he had, but gets tight going into turn 1. Let's have a look at the replay of what happened on that final lap. We have a look from up above here. That's Quentin Haley in the 13, the 24 of Hyder. And you see Hankins gets tight, moves up the track on those old tires, and gets a little help from Hyder. That checks everyone else up, and 13 has clean air to run away while the 1, 02, and the 24 all get together. But a big win as he gets plowed into right there. Definitely not a guy you would expect to get done tonight, but ended up being there, right place, right time, and at the end he was in position to get it done. You can't really deny his performance there. He, made the passes at the right time, got up front, and stayed ahead of the little incident there at the end. And that allows him to get the win here at Indianapolis. Let's see if we see a burnout from him. Gonna tap the wall there. And looks like he might just park it right on the front stretch there. We're gonna put it up against the wall, and out he goes. So I'll do it. There's your winner, Quentin Haley. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with interviews with your top 3, including your winner tonight, 13 of Quentin Haley.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that Impossible or bacon Whopper, any Whopper my way. You rule your season today at BK, have it your way. You rule.
I watched my first race yesterday.
You're on the team, kid. It's orientation day.
Hey, new guy, let's get you up to speed.
Lunchtime! Hot, hot! Ready for some real heat?
Your workspace is ready. Looks like you got a corner office. Lucky.
When you're part of Toyota Racing, you're part of something greener. Toyota, let's go places.
We're doing 110 down at Sandy Beach in Florida. Next, we're bumper to bumper at over 210 on a super speedway.
Yeah, come on!
How the heck we get here? Progress. That's how.
Coming to the white flag and Labonte takes the lead!
75 years of twisted metal, feet made of lead.
He taps him!
Clashing.
Hale hits him! They're out of it!
Fighting for everything. Not giving away an inch.
And there's a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison.
But this isn't just about the 75 years of legends. This is about 75 years of legends and their rocket ships.
1 lap to go!
Each one drafting off of its predecessor. Each one hell-bent at going faster.
He's coming!
Each one built with one thing in mind.
Here they come to the line!
Get out front, stay out there.
Side by side!
out there is where the future is. And if the first 75 years is any indication, you better brace yourself for the next 75. NASCAR, always forward.
Heck yeah.
Game on, fellas. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's on now.
Let's do this.
Are you guys sure you drive for a living?
You guys ever played a video game before?
Is that all you've got?
Joey out of nowhere.
Dude, did you just put it in the wall?
He's got me on the high side. Whoa, watch him low.
Look out.
Dang, Joey, you're smoking today.
Just like Kyle's car.
Thank you, cover boy.
And Joey's bringing the heat.
How are you so much better than us?
Hey, Kyle, is that NASCAR Heat Evolution?
Wait, who's playing the game then?
Eat my brake dust.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com. Rated E for everyone.
We're back here at Indianapolis. We're going to get an interview in with our top three, starting with Quentin Haley in the 13 car. Q, you're up in the XASCAR TV booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, how's it going, Mulder?
Going pretty good. It was fun to watch there. I actually didn't realize you took two tires there at the end, but what went in your mind taking that two-tire strategy, and what do you see out there on the racetrack tonight?
Yeah, I was just fighting loose all night, really just on the exit of the corner. My right rears would kick out, so I figured if I take two right sides, it would tighten me up a bit, give me a little more rear drive, and, that's exactly what happened, and, I definitely had to underdrive the entry, which is really, I think, the only place where a hider was keeping up, but really just helped me on that exit, complete passes, and really just drove away there at the end. Obviously, we had some wrecks, and you hate to see it, but really feel like I earned this one today.
Yeah, for sure, and found yourself in the right place, put yourself up front towards the end there. But what does it mean to win here at Indianapolis, you being from Indiana?
Yeah, I'm from a small town of Winamac, Indiana. Not very big. We got about one stoplight and one fast food restaurant, McDonald's. So it's pretty cool to, win at a place I've been going to since I was probably about 10 years old, and just means a lot to me. Get my, it means a lot to me to get my first XASCAR win too. Usually I make about 20 laps and get bored and just decide to quit. So really happy to hang in there tonight and finish this one out.
For sure. Before I let you go, you have anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Myself. That's about it.
Sounds good. Well, it was a hell of a time to watch you work your way through the pack tonight. You had speed all night and got there at the end. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jay.
That was our winner, Quentin Haley, in that 13 car, and now we're going to have conversation with Caden Rife in the 06. He comes home second. He had an up and down day and managed to be there at the end there. We saw him all over the place tonight. Caden, you're in the XASCAR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
Well, you had quite the up and down night. Saw you in an incident or two and a little damage to the left side of the car, but you come home second. How does it feel, and what do you see out there tonight?
It was nasty out there, man. I mean, we had a lot of struggles. I got ran into a ton of times today, had tons of incidents, but, just had to be at the right place at the right time. And the start of the race screwed us over pretty bad, got stuck a lap down for a little bit there, and really was just a recovery, a battle uphill the whole race. And right at the end, ended up in the right spot on some fresh tires and had enough fuel for the end and capitalized on other people's mistakes. It was just a give and take out there all day and really just staying out of trouble. And for the most part, for the second half of the race, we found our footing and managed to gather a good result. I probably shouldn't have finished that high, but, we take what we can get out there, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And, Quentin Haley, same position. He was kind of in and around that top 10, top 5 area, and he was just the first car ahead of the incident when it happened, so was able to get by. He had speed all night, as did you. But what do you see some of the contact out there? Do you have any thoughts on all the incidents we had tonight?
Yeah. It was a nightmare, really. I gotta be honest. It was a struggle getting through stuff and staying out of people's way, and just not really that clean out there on the racetrack, but it happens, you know. And I mean, the instance we were a part of, we didn't get wrecked that bad after the first time. It was pretty much clean sailing, although I definitely didn't have very much handling after that crash. Car was a bit screwed up on the rear end, so I was fighting oversteer the whole race, but people really couldn't stay away from each other today, that's for sure. But we managed to get around it, and it benefited us in a way that was helpful. And to get a second place result is really nice after a race I felt confident going into and felt like we could finish well. And maybe we didn't deserve it after all the damage, like I said, but in order to get that result, you got to be in the right place. And, well, getting it one way or another, it doesn't really matter how you get it. It's that you get it in the first place.
Yeah, for sure. And great looking paint scheme tonight. Before we let you go, you have anyone you'd like to thank?
Just folks back at home, you know, everybody, the fans, and of course all my friends that support me along the way. It's been a long ride to get to where I am now at this point, and I've got a lot of people back there that support me. And I also would like to shout out, I'm not sure if she's even watching, but my grandma watches me race, and I would like to thank her for her support as well. And again, all my friends and all the folks that I spend my time with, they're a great support to me and an inspiration, and I appreciate their time in my life. And we'll try and take it and run it back next time, and hopefully put up another good result for the boys.
That's great. Well, it's fun to watch you tonight. You're tearing up. Have a good one, and hope to see you next time.
Thanks, man.
That was Caden Reif, your second place finisher in the 06 car. Finishing third tonight, we have Hunter Collier, who, you know, we saw a lot of them making some moves and being competitive in that black number 1. Good looking race car. And he comes home third tonight after all the shenanigans there at the end. Hunter, you're in the XASCAR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, it was quite the night for you. It seemed like you had a lot of aggression out there and a lot of aggression all the way around, but made the right moves and got there at the end. Just walk me through, what did you see out there, and what do you think of tonight's race?
Well, firstly, to start, the car drove pretty well tonight. I was happy with the way it was driving, but I was not happy with the way some of the people were racing out there. I made some stupid moves, but there are some really stupid people out there tonight. Like, I don't understand why, if there were cars running in 25th wrecking out with free to go when there's a battle for the lead, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to be happy to keep my P free, but it's frustrating as hell just having people wreck out for no reason with like 5 laps to go every single race.
Yeah, for sure. We saw you make a lot of moves, a lot of blocks. All of them were really impressive. Why don't you tell everyone about, you know, your thought process when you make those moves? It was tough to get by guys tonight, but it seemed like you had no trouble getting on the inside and making that pass. Just, you know, tell us about that.
Well, in general, I just decided to just go big or go home. There's not any point in just sitting there in 5th. I mean, I felt like I was running fast, and I thought I was faster than the cars in front, so I decided to race aggressively. So, I mean, maybe there were some moves I regret, like maybe on one of the later restarts where I hit Brad. That was not intentional, but, I mean, it's just the way it goes. But, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't really answer it.
Well, it was a lot of fun to watch tonight. Before we let you go, you have anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Chase Gibbons driving the race, the drivers, well, most of the drivers for putting on a pretty clean effort. I'd like to thank the admin and broadcast booth, too, for putting on a pretty good race. That's just generally everything.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for your time, and hope you have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you, Jay.
That was Hunter Collier, your third place finisher in tonight's race. Let's go have a look at our results here after the race. Get those pulled up. So our final finishing results here after the XASCAR 125, or XASCAR Brickyard 125. Quinn Haley takes home the victory by a margin of 0.8 of a second over Caden Rife. Hunter Collier comes home third, a second back. Hyder comes home fourth. Trifari fifth. Josh Patterson sixth. Gallagher seventh. Alan Hansen eighth. Good night for him after all the incidents he was involved in. Good to pick up that 8th spot. Connor Zola finishes 9th. Marshall in 10th. Samedo in 11th. Gino Mero in 12th. Austin Duran, unfortunate for him, he was up front earlier on, but he ends up 13th tonight. Chase Gibbons 14th after his incidents. Burns in 15th. Pravi comes home 16th here after the late incidents. He ran up front, unfortunate for him. Roldan comes home 17th. Yeah, he made some great moves tonight. Brad Sawinski in the 28 comes home 18th. Not a good result for him, unfortunate. He was up front there at the end. One of those guys on the older tires had a chance at it, but got shuffled back, got caught up in the mess. Corbin Collins comes home 19th. Unfortunate for him as well. He ran up front a lot of the day and looked like he'd run away with it at one point. Kaloa Hankins, of course, he stayed out late on the old tires, and he'll come home 20th following that last lap collision. Hey, further down, Ryan Kame comes home 21st, and then, or being the last car on the lead lap there. And then 4 laps down, we have James Bomar in 22nd, Chris Lilly in 23rd, and John Mulder in 24th. 5 laps down, we have Logan. 26th, we have Chris Downey, 8 laps down. Thomas in 27th, also 8 laps down. 28th, Dimitri Mundros, 12 laps down. Smith, 29th, 18 laps down. Seth Warren, 30th. Unfortunate for him, he looked good earlier on, but he caught up in that first lap wreck. Comes home 28 laps down in 30th. 31st, we have Garrett White. 32nd, we have Ethan Harrison. 33rd, we have Vanderlee. 34th, we have Trubinsky. 35th, we have Lath Hicks. And rounding our field, we have John Canizaro in 36th. So, on behalf of XASCAR and iRacing and everyone involved in the league, Chase Gibbons put on a show tonight for putting the league together, and congratulations to Quinn Haley on getting it done at the end of the day with an exciting race and lots of great racing all around. Thank you to all the drivers who came out. Hope to see everyone next week, and hopefully we're back here again next week as well at the same time. But overall, thank you all for watching. Hope everyone has a great night, and yeah, that'll do it.